Sword of Fargoal came out in 1983 for the Commodore VIC-20 and Commodore 64. I'm not sure. It might have came out for the PET. I'm not sure if it was a different version, a different name for it, or if it was called Sword of Fargoal. But I think the very first iteration came out for the Commodore PET. But this is the one we all know and love. It first came out for the Commodore VIC-20. And I think most people loved it on the Commodore 64, but it also came out for the Apple II, I think, and did come out on DOS like many years later. No Amiga port, though, unfortunately. This was a very different kind of game for 1983. This one took you hours to play. It's a very early role-playing kind of game. It's called a roguelike. This is actually like, in terms of roguelikes, This is the first roguelike game I ever played, besides the original Rogue. Now, I think this might be the first roguelike, if you don't count Rogue. But some people like to discount Sword of Fargoal as a roguelike game because it doesn't feature as many role-playing elements as Rogue or most of those type of games do. I say that's bullshit. I think it features plenty role playing or whatever. It's more hack and slash kind of role playing, but you know what? There are plenty of hack and slash big role playing games like Might and Magic. There's a lot of hack and slash in a lot of role playing games. You go around, you kill things, you get some spells, you heal up, you grind, and you have one mission to get to the Sword of Fargoal, buried deep within the bowels of the earth, and then come back up. And once you get that fucking sword, you have 30 minutes to get your ass out, or else you're gone. And in those 30 minutes, if you happen to get attacked first, and by that time they'll all be running the exact same amount. Every time you go a space, they go a space. And if they happen to get you, they steal the sword, and you're fucked. I think there's some kind of cheat. I've read that there's a cheat. You can type in something once you get the sword to get it back, should it be stolen. And if I ever get the fucking sword, I will be using that cheat without any shame whatsoever. Because I have never gotten that far, ever. I've gotten to like level 21, and the damn sword is supposed to be between level 15 and 20, so is said. But I've gotten to level 21 before, and I have not found it. So, I don't know. I've never found the Sword of Fargoal. I've gotten very close on several occasions, but I've never gotten to that mystical level. All the dungeons are randomly generated, except... And the Sword of Fargoal has a very strange design, so you'll know as soon as you get there if you've been there. But never gotten that far. But it's never pissed me off too much. Like, it does piss you off, playing for a few hours and then you're just dead. And that's how it is. It's just a game of luck. It's a game of luck. You'll get there. You'll get, you might get to the third level. You might get all the way to level 20. But somewhere along the line, you will get unlucky, and you will get attacked by something that will kill you instantly, and you'll be dead. And that's the kind of game this is, but it's so enjoyable along the way. It's such an enjoyable ride that it doesn't piss me off personally. I hear a lot of people give this game a bad score because they just get infuriated with it. Well, nowadays you can just use save states or whatever, but there's no save states. There's no cheating really. And it's what it is. But it's a fantastic game. I love it. I love it to death. Best game on the VIC-20 I've ever played. Very good game on the Commodore 64. For the VIC-20 especially, for a system that only lasted a few years in terms of commercial development, and had so many arcade-ish kind of games for it. This is a gem of a game for the VIC-20.
Alright, I'm going to show you some gameplay elements of Sword of Fargoal. You are the blue guy there, the upper center of the screen there, moving around. Basic controls rather simple. You can move in 8 directions on the joystick. Fire button really only comes into play during emergency situations, like if you're about to die, you can click the button and the computer will automatically cast a spell for you to get you out of the situation. Or if you're falling down a pit, you can hit the button and cast a spell so you won't take any damage. Otherwise, to actually cast spells, it's a lot more complicated. You actually have to press certain buttons corresponding to the spell. Like, to take a healing potion, you hit the H button on the keyboard. Do it. I think the drift spell, I think is, I forget, probably D, I guess, yeah. Invisibility, I. If you want to climb down, up and down the stairs, that's the C button. Once you go up or down the stairs, you are presented with this screen that updates you. Right now, all we have is one teleport spell, but it'll give us a little listing there of where we are in the dungeon, what spells we have. You take note of all that. Yes, here we start another dungeon. Going around, and at first you move a lot faster than the monsters. See the monsters there? We got to move like 7 spaces before the monster got to move anything. The deeper in the dungeon you go, the less moves you will have compared to the enemies, and by the time you get to the Sword of Fargoal, they will be going the same speed you are going. Great thing about this game is the randomly generated dungeons are they're fantastic. I'm not normally a fan of randomly generated dungeons like Daggerfall. I was not a fan of Daggerfall. Because it doesn't make any sense compared to somebody that actually took their time and their heart and made these dungeons or whatever. But this game, because of its simplicity, it's nice to have a new set, new fresh thing that you've never seen before every time you play it. And it all makes sense, and every once in a while something weird will happen, like a temple will randomly generate in a part of the screen that you can't actually get to, but it's on rare occasions. Normally it's okay. So here we've finished another one. I wanted to show you guys just what they look like after you've finished exploring them all. Your best friend through this game will be the temple. Once you find a temple, you will be visiting it often. You can sacrifice gold there. All the gold you pick up, you have no use for it whatsoever, other than going to the temple, where you will gain experience points for donating. But your main use for the temple will be to just sit there and wait as your health replenishes on a much faster rate than it normally would. So you're going to be going there a lot. Here's the bane of the game. So often, you teleport, you fall down a pit, you will end up losing all of your map and have to start all over again in the same dungeon or whatever. But it's a terrible feature to have. I absolutely hate this feature because you already know where everything was. It's just a bullshit time-consuming thing, and it has no use in this game whatsoever. While some might not like the role-playing elements in this game, I find them to be fantastic. It's the weak dimension spiders. There's tons and tons of different enemies, and they don't always have the greatest animations or whatever, but they do have different sprites and stuff for them. So, and to have that wonderful thing called imagination, it's all there for you. You'll love it. As we start this dungeon, we will see that it is starting to fill it all in by itself. That's because we happened to pick up a treasure map earlier on. And it said for this dungeon or whatever. And that's nice when you get that, because you get to see everything ahead of time. You know exactly where the temple is, you know where your enemies are, and you can speed right through it. And usually when you pick up a treasure map, it's for the later dungeons, so it's even more handy. We now have an enchanted weapon +3, a great thing to have. We have a magic sack 3, and magic sacks give you extra gold that you can carry around. Normally you can only carry around 100 gold for each sack. You get to carry around an extra 100, and it's a necessity, in my opinion, to get lucky and get these things. Here you see we fell down a pit, and we kind of trapped ourselves here, so now we're forced to go down the pit, which will bring you down a random amount of levels, I think between 2 and 5. So we've just gone down 5 levels, we've skipped a whole bunch of dungeons, and we are in a much tougher area. Now, you can always climb back up if you want to, but I'm gonna tough it out and see what we're dealing with here. Now we're at a warlord. I'm like, oh no, but we managed to get him. So I'm thinking maybe we have a chance here. Cast a regeneration spell. So we got some dragons and some spiders. So now we're gonna run from these guys. So we're gonna get the hell out of there. There's a lot of I think there's a lot of great role-playing elements in this. You're always on the edge of your seat when you're playing this game, especially when you get down to the later dungeons. The game always keeps you on the edge of your seat. So at this point I'm thinking, you know, I think I can hack it here. So we're going to explore a little more. Here we come up with some kind of a dragon or a wyvern. And I cast a shield spell, which means you automatically will win the next fight. It's like, who cares? I'm good. And here we are exploring, and there's a fire drake, and yeah, this could be it. No, so I'm just gonna run away. I was like, oh no, I'm not feeling this one, so I'm gonna run. Just run, get the hell away from him. Try to extend my time a little more. Maybe I can find a temple, but another enemy here, and I'm gonna take a healing potion to get my health back. But just like that, thou art slain. All the way down to dungeon level 16. Who knows? It could be the next dungeon, you know. And just like that, we're slain. I was at full health too. I was really confident that I could, you know, be able to run away or do something. Or I was pressing the button in panic mode, so he would cast something for me, but the computer didn't do that, and I'm dead.
Well, I wanted to get some footage of me playing the game, so after you saw me die there, I went ahead and started a new one, and I've fallen down some pits accidentally, but so far I've been able to get my levels up pretty quick, so that's let's see how well I do. I'm going to comment a little bit here and see if I can't get somewhere. I'm expecting to die very soon though. A Dark Warrior, and wow. Managed to kill him, but he pounded me a bit. Another Dark Warrior. Don't know if I can handle this. I got him. I can't get that treasure up there, because if I do, I'll fall in the pit and go down, you know, 5 levels, which I can't afford at the moment. By this time, I think I'm on like level 10 or something now. But by this time, the last game, I had like an enchanted weapon of like level 3, and I had all these other spells I could use. I got none of that now. I'm not expecting to survive long because I don't have a good weapon. I already attacked this dragon, hit him like 3 times, and then I ran away before he could kill me. So hopefully I can kill him on this go round. That was easy. Yeah. I think I'll win. Yeah, barely. I'm gonna keep going down, climb down these stairs, pressing the C button to climb. I think that's another thing the Commodore 64 version has, is if you press the fire button on the stairs, it'll actually go down, and you have to press the C button on the VIC-20. Experience level 7, we're at dungeon level 10. We've only slain 21 monsters. We are a far cry from what we were at last time. Get no enchanted weapons, got some spells, not that great. Got 3 magic sacks though, which is nice. In order to cast the spells, S is the shield, R is regeneration, T is teleport, I is invisibility, L is light, and drift, you just press the fire button when you're about to fall. And H is healing, the healing potion. It doesn't actually say that in the Wiki thing. Yeah. Alright, we came right to the temple. Oh shit. Well, let's go. Let's go for it. Ooh, he's hurting me bad. I got him though. Alright. Level 8, yes. Yes. That's the one good thing, is if you fall down the pits and you go down the levels fast, if you can happen to get lucky and get some good attacks in on them, on the monsters at those levels, you can quickly raise your experience up rather than grinding it out in the earlier levels. It is possible. You're still going to be hurting with the spells, though. I need some enchanted weapons if I have any hope. Oh shit. Oh, this one's going to be hard. An enchanted weapon would help. Oh, so much right now. I got him, though. have managed to get an enchanted weapon finally and some more spells. I think we're good with the hit points. If we get one more level, we should be really good. But I'm at the point where I need enchanted weapons. I can handle the monsters in terms of what they deal damage-wise, but I can't hurt them. I can't hit them well enough with my... I don't know. I just got this enchanted weapon, so maybe I can do better now. But I've got a lot of spells. But once I get into battle with these guys, you know, they're hitting me over and over and over again. And I've got enough, you know, movement points to where I can get away and then go heal, but it's taking so much time. It's really starting to drag on me how long this is taking. I really need some enchanted weapons if I can have any hope to continue. God damn it. Lost my map. I fucking hate losing my map. It's just such a time waster. It's just a stupid thing. They should not have included that. And as much as it happens, it always happens. You teleport, you lose your map. You fall down a pit, you lose your map. It's just something that does not need to be there. Just needless punishment. It doesn't need to be there. The game is hard enough without, you know, losing that. You already have a vague idea of where everything is. It just shouldn't be there. It doesn't need to be there. I'm very much of a perfectionist, though. I always have to get every last corner I can get. It's a fun game. It's a relaxing, fun game. I really recommend it to anybody. God damn, if you make me lose my map, I swear to God, why? It doesn't need to happen. It just doesn't need to happen. Such a stupid thing. Oh no! He got me. No, oh, I managed it. I won. Wow. And I got a level raised. Got me down to 0 hit points, and I didn't even use a potion. I don't think I even used a potion. Maybe he did. No, I think I'm regenerated. I think I must have pressed the fire button and he got a regeneration potion on me because my hit points are going up quick. I really, really need an enchanted weapon. I have a +1, but by this point in the last game I had like a +3, I think, maybe a +4. And yeah, you saw how that ended. I still ended up dying. So. Well, guys, I am dead. I'm calling bullshit on how I died. This is actually a temple where I'm at. Yeah, I was successfully beating most of them, but I went down to like 20 hit points for one, so I went to a temple, and then I got attacked by like 2 other people, and I actually defeated them, but then I got attacked by a fucking dragon, and that's when I died in the temple. And temple is holy ground. They're not supposed to attack you when you're in a temple. I have been attacked, at least in this version. I don't know about the Commodore 64 version, but I have been attacked before on the VIC-20. It's not a common thing. Usually when you're in the temple, they, you know, scatter away, or they, you know, hover around you, but they never attack you. Occasionally on the VIC-20 version, they will attack you, but it always seemed to be like they'd only attack you if you're guaranteed the win. I've never died when they've attacked me in the temple. This is the first time that's ever happened. I'm calling bullshit. Temple, holy ground. You're not supposed to be killing me in the temple. Otherwise, I just gotten some more enchanted weapons. God, I was feeling it. I was feeling it. That's how it always is with this game. You start to feel it, and then then you die. And every time you get deeper and deeper, your heart starts pounding. It's a frustrating game to some degree, but actually, out of all the hard games I've ever played in my life, this is the least frustrating of them all, because it's just it's an enjoyable ride the entire time. And I don't know. I may never get the Sword of Fargoal. May never get it. I have a lot of hopes that I will find the Sword of Fargoal. I might not win. I might not get the fuck out of there. But I have a high hopes I will eventually find the damn sword. And if I ever do, I will make another video, probably called Gaming Memories and Review, Finding the Sword of Fargoal. Anyway, for this one is, I'm going to end this one here, and I guess I'll point you to a couple other videos, why not? Actually, first I'm going to tell you, subscribe if you like this stuff. Go ahead. If you like this stuff, subscribe, like, comment. I like the comments. Point you to some videos of mine. Want more VIC-20, I'll get you to Carling the Spider on the VIC-20. A tape game, a newer tape game. A few years ago it was released. NSlate 76, Windows 98. And my last video, First Shapes, Commodore Amiga. Well, my last review, Commodore Amiga. Anyways, before I actually release this one, I'll probably get the A+ ones, up magazine ones, anyway. But my last review on First Shapes, probably the first game I ever played on the Commodore Amiga. A lot of Amiga stuff lately. I don't know, I just get into those. Grooves or whatever, where I play the same thing over and over again. Working on a big review for Might and Magic 3 on the Amiga, so I've been playing the Amiga a lot. So yeah, I thought I'd get to something else. A VIC-20 game sounds good. I gotta get to some more other stuff too, like NES and stuff. But yeah. Anyways, that's my videos. Thanks for taking the time to watch it. Hope you liked it. Hope you subscribe. See ya. Oh. Why? Time's victory. Stay there, stay there.